Have you ever replayed the same conversation over and over in your mind? You wonder if you said the wrong thing. You imagine people secretly judging you. You create problems that haven't even happened yet. If that's you, this story could change the way you think forever. Because the greatest prison isn't made of steel, it's made of thoughts. There once lived a young man named Adrian. From the outside, his life looked normal. He had a stable job, a loving family, a few close friends. But inside his mind, there was chaos. Every decision became a battle. If his boss sent him a short message, he assumed he was about to be fired. If a friend didn't reply immediately, he believed he had done something wrong. If someone looked at him strangely, he spent the rest of the day wondering what they thought about him. His mind never rested. Every night, while the world slept peacefully, Adrian stayed awake. His thoughts grew louder. What if I fail? What if they hate me? What if everything goes wrong? One question always gave birth to another. His imagination became his worst enemy. Weeks became months. Months became years. The opportunities he dreamed about slowly disappeared. Not because he wasn't talented, but because he waited for certainty before taking action. He wanted guarantees. Life offered none. One afternoon, while walking through a quiet park, Adrian noticed an elderly man sitting alone on a bench, calmly feeding birds. Unlike everyone else rushing through life, the old man looked completely at peace. Curious, Adrian sat beside him. Without saying much, the old man smiled. You look tired. Adrian laughed bitterly. I barely do anything, yet I'm exhausted. The old man nodded. Your body isn't tired. Your mind is. Those simple words struck Adrian deeply. For the first time, someone understood exactly what he was going through. They talked for hours. Adrian confessed everything. His fears, his endless worrying, his sleepless nights, his habit of imagining disasters before they happened. When he finished speaking, the old man picked up a small stone from the ground. He placed it in Adrian's hand. Hold this, Adrian did. Is it heavy? No. The old man smiled. Hold it for 1 minute. Adrian did. Still easy. Now imagine holding it for an entire day. Adrian frowned. My arm would become unbearable. The old man nodded again. The weight never changed. But the longer you held onto it, the heavier it became. He looked Adrian in the eyes. Thoughts work exactly the same way. A problem you carry for 5 minutes is manageable. A problem you carry for 5 months becomes unbearable. Adrian sat silently. The old man continued. Most of the things you fear will never happen, but your mind makes you suffer as though they already have. Then he quoted Marcus Aurelius. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Those words echoed in Adrian's heart. That evening, instead of replaying every mistake, Adrian tried something different. Whenever an anxious thought appeared, he asked himself one question. Can I control this? If the answer was yes, he acted. If the answer was no, he released it. It wasn't easy. Some days, he failed. Some nights the worries returned. But little by little, something changed. He slept better. He smiled more. He made decisions faster. He stopped waiting for perfect certainty. Months later, his boss offered him a promotion. Months earlier, Adrian would have spent weeks worrying whether he was good enough. This time, he accepted immediately. Not because his fear disappeared, but because he finally understood that courage isn't the absence of fear. It's moving forward despite it. Years later, Adrian looked back on the life he almost missed. He realized something painful. The biggest obstacle had never been other people. It had never been bad luck. It had never been failure. It had always been the stories he invented inside his own mind. The battles that never happened. The criticism nobody ever spoke. The disasters that existed only in his imagination. Marcus Aurelius once reminded us that we suffer more in imagination than in reality. How many beautiful opportunities have we buried beneath endless overthinking? How many friendships have we damaged because we assumed the worst? How many dreams have we abandoned because we demanded certainty before taking the first step? Life doesn't ask us to know every answer. It asks us to take the next step. So the next time your mind begins creating endless what-ifs, remember the stone. The problem only becomes unbearable when you refuse to put it down. You cannot stop every anxious thought from entering your mind, but you can decide whether it stays. Your peace begins the moment you stop arguing with uncertainty and start living in the present. Because life is happening now, inside the fears you've imagined. And sometimes, the greatest freedom isn't finding all the answers. It's realizing you never needed them to begin living.